Hey YouTube, this is StarKiller600. Today bring you another comic review, and today's issue I'm going to talk about is Superboy issue 1, Superboy's first issue in the new DC reboot. But before I start, I want to give a big thanks to Helb for being my first subscriber. I already thought I wasn't going to get any subscribers after posting my videos, no one was subscribing to my channel, but I want to thank Helb for being my first subscriber. Thanks to you, man. So anyway, Superboy, Superboy, the cover was good. Some people were complaining about it and everything, saying that Superboy looks kind of like a robot, that it looks weird, that I hope all, like, the one that people were like wondering, is this thing gonna be on his back and everything. People were like skeptical about it, but I want to tell you that it's not like that. So let's get into the book. Well, it's first of all, it starts off with Superboy in a test tube. He's being monitored, and he's being grown and monitored by scientists and everything. So during the course of, the beginning of the book is kind of like we get to see see Superboy's thoughts. He's talking to himself about he's been observing the scientists, stuff like that, but also he can hear everything they're saying. And also we find out that the scientists are trying to pull the plug on Superboy because they think that he's a failed experiment, because he hasn't been exhibiting any brain functions and everything. But from what we get from Superboy's thoughts, we find out that he is, just that his brain functions are spread around his whole body. So he doesn't just think with his mind, he can think from any part of his body. He can perceive things just by touch. He can know what you're thinking, stuff like that. So, but there's this scientist, second scientist, who's protestant about putting the plug on him. She doesn't want to because she thinks that maybe because of Superman's DNA and everything, he may think differently and stuff. But they don't listen to her, and this guy named Dr. White is gonna pull the plug on him. They're gonna inject him with cyanide. So as they inject him with cyanide, Superboy feels his insides burning. So then he gives out this large outburst and he destroys the lab. Before this happens though, the second scientist who I was talking about before, she's a redhead, she walked out of the room because she doesn't want to see Superboy get killed. But as she sees everything going on, she sees Dr. White trying to make it to the door before the explosion gets to him. He's about to reveal Superboy's human donor, but before he's able to do that, he dies. So we don't know who Superboy's human donor is, we don't know where that part of his DNA comes from. So then back to Superboy, we find him floating in a room. He's just experiencing the environment for the first time, the feel of it, the air. He's just experiencing all this and it feels weird to him. From what it looks like here, Superboy's powers aren't Kryptonian based. They're back to the tactile telekinesis kind of thing that they were doing before. So that looks like that's his only power for now. So then this redhead, she gets back into the room. She takes Superboy in. Well, not like taking him in. She's like comforting him because he looks confused and stuff. After all this happens, the comic skips ahead 1 month later. Superboy's in school, and stuff, just like adapting to high school, all that kind of stuff. Then he meets this girl named Rose Wilson, and all of you who know, Rose Wilson's Deathstroke's daughter. Ravager, sorry. So then, when the school bell rings, for the end of the day, Rose and Superboy walking home. They're talking. Superboy's thinking to himself that he likes Rose, that he can trust her and everything. So as they're having a conversation, there's a house that's on fire, but Superboy doesn't do anything about it. He just walks by, not taking any notice. Rose doesn't seem to take notice of this fire also, which is kind of weird, but anyway. So they keep on walking home, then he drops her off he walks her to her house. Superboy walks on to his, and it looks like he lives on a farm with these, with a farmer called, with these two, with this couple called the Hopeworths. He lives with them. They're taking care of him for some strange reason, because he was with this organization before, you know, being created and stuff. So it's just weird how they jumped to this all of a sudden. So then Superboy's like, he's gonna go to bed. He's brushed his teeth and gets into bed. But then we realize, because once he's thinking to himself again, talking to himself, we realize that this isn't real, that this is actually virtual reality, and that they've been running these tests on him to see, to find out things about him, because the doctors are trying, because of his Kryptonian DNA, they're trying to like use his like they're trying to find out more about Superman because of his like his shared DNA and stuff. They're trying to like dig deep into Superboy's genetic subconscious or something, and try to find out more about Superman's past, because from what was going on with being in school, living on a farm, these things were actually developed from Clark Kent's kind of from Clark Kent's experiences with the Kents and stuff. Just that Superboy is not fully aware of this, and some things change because he doesn't know that because he doesn't have all the information about Superman. He only has like small bits, like the farm, going to school, hiding who he really was and stuff. So the scientists are interested to find out why Superboy was thinking of the farm and all these kind of things. So then later on we find out that Rose is actually a real character, was actually a real person, and she's also working for this project. By the way, this project's called Project Nowhere, not Project Cadmus anymore. They've changed the name. And she's an officer there. She talks to this scientist, the redhead I was talking about earlier on. She talks to her about Superboy, about how potentially dangerous he could be, but she the redhead says that she can handle him, that she wants to make this work and stuff. So then later on in the comic, after all the adverts and stuff, we find another employee breaking into Project Nowhere's database. Then he opens up a communication link between himself and Lois Lane. Well, actually, like, kind of like a video chat and stuff. Sorry. So he's feeding information to her about the project and stuff. So then she asks him if there's been any new developments and stuff. He says no, but he's lying to her. He doesn't want to tell her about the Project Superboy, because he knows if he does, then the whole world will know that they're growing a weapon to do whatever they want, and the project will also know that it's this guy that's been feeding information about them and stuff. So he's worried that if he does, he'll die. After this, we go back to these scientists. There's this guy that comes along. It looks like he's the chief of everything and stuff. That he wants Project Superboy to commence. He wants Superboy to go on his first mission. But the redhead scientist said that he's not ready yet. That if you send him out, we don't know what could happen, because Superboy's not mentally ready for this stuff. But this guy's like, yeah, I don't really care. Superboy's ready. So then they decide to send him out. And it looks like here that and then we see here that Superboy is talking or thinking to himself that his powers are getting stronger and stronger every day. That he then we actually get to see the scope of his powers, like as people are talking, like behind in a separate room, he can actually feel them talk. Even though he's not in the room, he can hear them perfectly as if he was there. Stuff like that. And then this is where it ends, with Superboy in his new suit about to take on his first mission. And I don't really get why you see other like Red Robin and the Kid Flash there. Maybe Superboy's gonna take him out or something. We don't know. But yeah, that looks cool, and I like his suit as well and everything. He looks cool, and that was it. I liked this issue. It was good. It was a good first issue. We get to see how Superboy is being grown in the lab. It looks like he's not gonna have like Kryptonian powers anymore. They've taken him back to his tactile telekinesis. But also, what I like that it seems to be stronger than what it used to be. Like when he had his outbursts, he destroyed the whole lab. He can he can think, he can feel with other parts of his body, not like feel like normal human beings. He can like hear what you're saying just by feeling it, like the vibrations on his skin and everything. It's like kind of weird, but it's cool. And also, yeah, like I said, it was a good issue, good first issue. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. Also, the art was good. Like I said, and like I showed you from that picture of Superboy at the end, he doesn't look like this. The costume's like that, but he doesn't have all this crap on his back. So yeah, it was good. Great first issue. I can't wait to see where they take this. Superboy kind of like being used as a, how would I put, like an like special enforcer. It looks cool. This series looks like it's gonna go a long way. I like what's like the story that Scott Lobdell's been written for this. It's really good. I say pick it up. And yeah, that's it. So that's me for today. I'll be posting more videos up soon, so just watch out on my channel. So see you later, guys. This is StarKiller600. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also put your thoughts down, just comment what you thought about it, if you read it, stuff like that. Okay, so see you later, guys.